I have an insistence upon having fun with my paintings. As an abstract painter, I work with things that I cannot see. Google has mapped the whole earth. We have maps of Mars, so we've done a lot of mapping. We do not have a map of the soul, and that intrigues me. I can't see the soul, I can feel it though. These maps are mapping the soul. The title of the painting is Soul Map, and it comes in two parts deliberately. I'm working with the concept of wave as opposed to point. So here's my wave, and it slams up against the point, and there's a connective device between them. I can state without a doubt that 50 years of experimentation goes into that painting. So it all comes together here. The first acrylic collage dates to 1973. What was happening, I was doing an experiment where I was building up thick layers of acrylic paint. I would take my carpenter's jack plane and I would cut through the layers of acrylic, and I would get a thin layer of acrylic paint. When I could pick it up and hold it in my hand, I knew at that point that I was onto something, because with that acrylic skin, I could take it and I could put it back down to the canvas. Then they became thick and heavy. Then they became for molds. I would take anything that I was interested in, including my running shoes. Made a plaster Paris mold. That plaster Paris mold was filled with acrylic paint, that is cast with acrylic paint. And at the point when it dried, I was able to pull that skin from the mold, which gave me the exact duplicate. With that acrylic skin, I could apply it as collage to the canvas. It was pointed out to me as an art student years and years ago. Art is like a coin. It has a head and a tail. On the one side of that coin is sensibility, and on the other side of that coin is plasticity. It was years later that I developed a better understanding of the word sensibility. What we're talking about is the ability to feel. If we're artists, I have to have a way of structuring that feeling. This is why when people ask me, what's your definition of art? You know what I tell them? Structured feelings. We have the feelings about something, and we have to find a way of giving that feeling of structure. That's where the plasticity comes in. The plasticity is the act of making. So between sensibility and plasticity, we form and we make something out of who we are.